So I apologize for the wind. What I'm doing, what's up fam? I am headed out the Barnagate Inlet. You can see right there is the Barnagate Lighthouse. There's my red buoy marker, there's my green buoy marker. This is my first time doing this. I've done it with somebody else before. I've studied it for about 2 years. And it happens to be one of the more dangerous inlets in the country to leave the east coast of America. But you know, everything is running perfectly with the boat. Like I said, I've studied it in great detail. I've been out it once before with someone else driving their boat. So I feel like I'm ready to do it. We're running perfect boat voltage. Engine temperature is great. Fuel looks great. Both engines are running great. We have a new starboard engine and a 20-year-old port engine that runs like a champion. So we're headed out. We're gonna do this. Again, this will be the first time. I'm a little nervous, but you know, I've been boating for like 30 years. And there's not too many situations that I could get into in the waters that I'm in where I would really have too much of a problem. I mean, I have redundant tow backup, so I have 2 different companies I can call in the event I needed to tow, which I won't need. I have a fiberglass injected boat that decreases the chances of it having the ability to sink. It sounds terrible to talk like that, but you know, if you're a boater, you gotta think about these things, especially if you're gonna have guests on your boat and stuff like that. You got to consider these things. So you can see off in the distance there, again, that's Barnagate Lighthouse. We seem to have all of these boats that feel the need to put themselves right in the middle of the inlet where the water is stirred up and fish are present. So we're going to try and avoid those people. You're out fishing with the kids. It's a beautiful thing. Nothing like being on the water. So what I'm doing is I'm following a chart plotter, which you can see here. That's me, and this is the path that I'm going. It's been laid out. I'm headed for this next marker, which is about right there. And I'm just gonna follow my way around this map and out this point. I have to kind of stay to my right a bit more. It's supposed to be a little bit deeper water. Right now we're reading 18, 17 feet. We got a little bit bigger boat, but you know, huge boats in this area over here. It has all these professional fishing marinas where these boats are kept, and these huge boats go out this inlet all the time. So what a cool thing. Our wake is looking really good in the back. Got our bow up just a little bit because when we hit the ocean we'll get swells instead of waves, and so it's best to have the bow up for that. I'm kind of hoping I can get somebody out here in front of me that's headed the same way. That would be nice, but these smaller boats are more familiar with this inlet and they're moving really fast coming out of the inlet. We're on a perfect course, headed right up through here. We're gonna curl through here and come around down and out the inlet. Sorry that's a little blurry, but it is what it is. Somebody coming back from sea right here. And I don't know if you can see this. So you see this red marker right here? So red right return. I'm going to keep red on my left because I'm not returning, I'm going out. And you see that the next red marker is right there, right? And I don't know if you can see the color of the water changes. It's lighter. Right up in here, it gets lighter. And that's where you don't want to be. That's where you get in trouble, and that's what makes this inlet dangerous. But right now we got 20 feet of water below us. And we're going to go right up next to that lighthouse there, which is the safest way to navigate this. So I want to stay, you can see that buoy right there. I want to stay to the right of that buoy as I head out. I'm excited. I hope you guys watching are excited too. This is something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, and just kind of didn't have the courage to do it. Well, not that I didn't have the courage to do it. It's just, yeah, it is. I didn't have the courage to do it. But I've been ready to do it for a long time. I'm just glad that I can bring you guys along with me for this adventure. This is fun. You see this beautiful little town right over here. The marina. That tower. The landmarks. Take this right over here to the water tower, or to the lighthouse. So you see there are other boats that are going out. And I'm going to watch their path closely. Much smaller boats, so everybody with the smaller boats, they kind of laugh at me and they're like, your boat's huge. We're riding on a 33-foot Monterey. And they're like, oh man, you could do it with no problem. Just go for it. So we got a group of boats. We got some boats to show us the path going out. You can see there's a little bit of chop right here because of the boat traffic. It's actually quite a calm day. The southeast wind is what you don't want. Today we have a north by northwest wind, which is really favorable for this. So here we go. We got 37 feet below the boat. Got to pass pretty near to the lighthouse here because we have a lot of traffic. And you can see that there's kind of rollers as you head out toward the ocean. I don't know if you guys can see it, but over here there's the red buoy marker, and over here, where is it? Dead ahead, there's a green buoy marker, and we're gonna point our boat right down the middle of that, because you can see it's a little rougher over here in this area, so that's why they set it up this way. So we're gonna follow that green, hug that green buoy, and turn the corner there. You see another boat out there that's really close to the southern part of that passage. They're probably more familiar with it, but I've been advised to stay away from that southern side. It's not as deep. We have 35.6 feet under the boat right now. Man, these guys are just fearless because they do this all the time. Funny thing is it's probably really not not as big of a deal as I make of it, but you know, I've done ocean boating before, but I haven't done this inlet yet, famous inlet. We got 17.6 feet below the boat. We're turning into the inlet now. I'm going a little slower than the boats around me because, as they say, only go as fast as you are willing to impact something. But folks, we are in the Barnagate Inlet. We have 21 feet below the boat. Really good waters, really good wind. Conditions are ideal for doing this passage. So I'm looking at the path that the boats in front of me are taking on their way back. And I'm also looking, I have here a green marker that I'm trying to get to right about there. And we're just gonna head for that marker. 21 feet below the boat. Yo, I can't believe I'm doing this. Finally. Army Corps of Engineers put in a rock barrier along here, so that's something to watch out for. I know that right up there, there's a marker there that you see right there. And that's where all the famous accidents have happened, because they've cut to the left or right there, and it gets shallow. So they run into the shallows and hit land and sink. We have 14.2 feet below the boat right now. Holding our course. Got one boat coming behind us. So this little section that we're going through right now, these waters here, this is the world famous dangerous part. And probably 500 feet ahead of us is a little bit of treacherous ground. We're gonna increase speed a little bit, get our bow up in the air. I can kind of see waves breaking over here as we have two different currents crossing. You have 10 feet under the boat. Then it comes south a little bit. Now we got 13 feet under the boat. I can see, just from knowing how to read these lines, what all of these different paths of water are doing. There's a boat passing me now, so I'm going to get in behind him and follow him out. A little bit of waves as we get past him. I'm going to stay right in his wake, pick up my speed a bit, and follow this guy out. Got 20 people on the boat right now. So that's gonna be my marker. That tower standing right there. It's gonna be my marker for the return. And there it is. So in just a second here, as we pass that marker, and this marker here, we have effectively come out the inlet. We got 15 people on the boat. And welcome to the Atlantic Ocean. The color of the water is changing. Are calm again and safe. I have just come out to Barnagate Inlet. Yeah, that's it behind me. And we have a boat in our wake. I certainly hope he's not following me thinking that I know what I'm doing. But yeah, this is a real accomplishment for me, guys. I mean, you know, a brother from Chicago to be out here with a 33-foot boat and out at sea, headed out the inlet. What an awesome thing. My mama could see me now. That's what's up. Feet below the boat. I'm passing this marker right here. There we go. And it's been really successful doing this. This is great. Look at that. I'm officially in the Atlantic Ocean. It's a beautiful thing. Big boys, baby. I think since I've had this boat, this is the first time I've seen this kind of depth. I got 45 or so feet below me. Thanks for taking this journey with me. This has been really cool. I feel like it's a real accomplishment. I had to do it, I promise. This is getting close to the end of the boating season for 2024, and I promised myself that I was gonna do this before the season was over. And I'm done it, and I'm glad you guys were able to come along with me on it. My thanks to the Army for giving me the type of mindset to overcome my inhibitions and do things that I would normally be frightened about doing. I thank God for the opportunity to do something like this. Small things are big things to some people. God bless y'all. Stay on the water. Stay thirsty.